Hello bro, I hope you're doing alright. It's fucking cold, but the view is spectacular, so you gotta take your wins. Listen, today I want to talk to you about something that is very important and that a lot of people do. And this one thing, if you can master it, I swear on everything, you will be successful. And that's not just me saying this. I mean, you're probably thinking, who the fuck are you to tell me anything? You've got what, like not even 700 subscribers? Because it's worked for me in other areas of my life. I've seen it. And you know it's true. And we're going to talk about fear. I've spoken about fear previously. But more into that, the fear to feel fear to its fullest extent. We know this, bro. We know that, and I'll keep repeating this until you fucking understand. Feelings cannot be trusted. And listening to feelings, or at least relying on them to make decisions, is a very, very silly idea. Very, very silly. Because they're fleeting. Because they're reactive, and they are never usually the reality. Good or bad feelings. Your fear is holding you back. It's stopping you from doing something, but most importantly, when you feel it, you run away from it. The most successful things I've done recently, in this last year, has been as a result of feeling discomfort and chasing the feeling of fear. Just 3 months ago, I was living with my mother, just graduated from uni, and I really wanted to be where I am right now. And an opportunity came up to take a place that I didn't even know, well, first of all, it was going to be real. I kind of knew it was going to be a bit shitty, but it was the only way I could get myself in the city I'm living now. And I'd never lived there before. I just knew I wanted to be there, and I stepped into the fucking unknown without my friends. My friends were going to come with me, but I came here first. I landed after graduating. I instantly got a high-end job at a Michelin star restaurant, and I've had no fine dining experience. And I remember walking into that restaurant on my trial shift, and I was fucking terrified, and I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know how to carry 3 plates, right? And a side note, to work in that sort of restaurant at the level I am, back in the olden days, you'd have to go through years of training, and then eventually you'd only be able to polish cutlery. Exactly. And they keep telling me that. And now they're trying to put 3 years of training into 3 to 6 months. And I was there not even being able to hold plates. And it was terrifying because of the pressure that was on me. And there were so many points where my fear was telling me to leave, that I wasn't cut out for this. I got bollocked by the boss sometimes, telling me I need to focus, telling me my head's not in the game. The head chef could see that I didn't know where the fuck I was. And I could have fucking left. And I could have convinced myself a pretty good reason of why I should have left. But I didn't. Something inside me told me that the fear that I was feeling, that the uncomfortableness, is that a word? I don't think so. That for the feeling of being uncomfortable, that was a good thing. And I stayed. And now I can say that, to an extent, I'm comfortable with my job. And there will be points where they want to level me up again, and I'll feel that same level of fear. And now I know that that is good. Now I am so much more developed than I was. I've got real confidence in myself, not just ego. Silent confidence, knowing that I am capable of doing things. I've earned their respect. I've still got a long way to go, but there are people that look at me differently now. These are all things I teach, and I did that all through my actions, through saying less and doing more, and that was all through chasing fear. Can you imagine if I just left? if I just got an easy cafe job. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but do you understand? And I'm immensely proud of myself for that. And I'm not going to sit here kissing my own arse. I've got to now chase the next thing. Because once you get comfortable with the thing that makes you scared, then you have to chase the next thing that makes you scared, because that's life. You can't just stop. You can't just stop and be comfortable and say, well done me, now I can pat myself on the back and retire. You have to keep leveling up, otherwise you will stagnate. Eventually, when you get to that level of success, avoiding the next level of fear is just as bad as avoiding the first level, because it's all relative to where you are now. And your fear of feeling the fear and chasing it is stopping you. Is stopping you from the next level. And I understand, bro. I completely understand. Because it's so fucking intense. Sometimes it can be drowning. And the thing about fear is it is such an intense feeling. When I was stood there in my first few shifts, to be honest, for the first month, there would be times where I felt like I was suffocating. I like that feeling now. There's a part of me that when service is going, isn't this fucked up now? There's a part of me that when service is going terrible, we've got 80 to 90 covers and things are going up and I have to run around everywhere. A part of me enjoys that feeling of being in the shit. But there was a time where I felt like I was suffocating, drowning. I didn't know what I was doing. I joined at the busiest time of the year during a festival and I was the most inexperienced. And I know how strong it can feel, bro, but you have to know. You have to convince yourself, because your brain, and remember what I've said before, your brain will lie to you, but you have to know that it will get better. That it is a good thing. That if you just hold out, if you can throw yourself into the storm, you will come out of it stronger and better. But if you succumb to it like so many other people do, you will stay average and you will stay shit and you will stay away from your future self. If you want to be better than people, you have to treat things and react to things unlike other people, and that includes fear. Mainly that includes fear. And I believe in you, because you're not on this channel because you're like other people. This is a small little channel, but what we're creating here is something beautiful. It keeps me coming back. I don't give a fuck how many views I get. It's the fact that 2 to 3 people see this every day, including you, bro. And I make a difference. And I could stay like that because this is something that we have, and that's special. If I seem a bit broken in my voice, I'm just very cold, but I'm enjoying it. Chase your fear, bro. I'm gonna have a warm coffee and then get back to it. I believe in you. Say less, do more. Damn, it's cold.